Blake Griffin has retired. Now, if you don't know him, you're probably too young. Otherwise, you probably know that he signed with Nike in 2009 as a rookie before joining Jordan Brand in 2012. And you also probably know that he never had his own signature shoe, unlike his fellow 2009 NBA draftees James Harden and Stephen Curry. But if there's a series of shoe model that will always be associated with Blake Griffin, it's the Jordan Superfly. So let's take a look back and let's talk. Welcome back, this is Fresh Bear. Smash the thumbs up button, share this video to your friends, follow me on Instagram, and if you're new here, subscribe to my channel for updates. That said, let's dive in. Blake initially signed with Nike in 2009, but he would miss the season due to an injury. But in 2010, he would get to play and wear the Nike Air Max Flyby. The following year, he would wear the Nike Hyperdunk 2011, and by next year, he would lace up the Nike Hyperdunk 2012. This would be his last with the swoosh because in 2012, he would sign with Jordan Brand. You know, Blake signing with the Jumpman would pretty much define his sneaker career. In 2012, Jordan Brand launched the Superfly, and Blake would become the face of the entire series. For many people, it was like his own signature shoe without his name on the shoe. It all began, well, sort of, with Jordan Brand's Rise Above truck. The truck toured from west to east as part of the Rise Above campaign, and it showcased one of its latest shoes back then, the Jordan Superfly. This would officially kick off Blake's affiliation with the shoe model. The very first Superfly was a far cry from the succeeding versions, with what one may call nowadays as a weird cushioning setup. It had a zoom at the heel, a piece of lunar lawn at the forefoot, all on top of a Phylon carrier. It was far from being the best, but after that, Jordan Brand turned things around. In 2013, the Superfly 2 was officially unveiled at the Jordan Take Flight event in Beijing, China. It was the third Jordan shoe to use flight plate, the first being the Air Jordan 28, which was an equally memorable shoe and probably the greatest performance basketball shoe of all time, although some of you might be too young to remember. But going back, the Superfly 2 had unlocked forefoot zoom, which was a really great setup. Then in 2014, Jordan Brand unveiled the third edition, the Superfly 3. The shoe had an almost similar setup as the Superfly 2, and this was both good and bad. Good because the cushioning was one of the best back then, and bad because the forefoot zoom unit was prone to popping or deflating. By 2015, the Superfly 4 was launched. Gone is the two-section zoom, and in its place, a zoom unit articulated into three sections. The cushioning was still good overall, but personally, the unlocked zoom in the 2 and 3 was really special. In 2016, the Superfly 5 hit retailers. This time, Jordan Brand decided to replace the awesome unlocked zoom with a flimsy oval zoom bag. You know, Jordan Brand is just weird sometimes, replacing something that works with something that doesn't, but whatever floats their boat. Then came the Superfly 2017, which is the sixth version of the Superfly model. Jordan Brand decided to abandon zoom altogether and replace it with React foam. This was the time when Nike released the Hyperdunk 2017, which also had full-length React foam for the midsole. Blake was out at the time due to an injury, and this would mark the beginning of the end of the Superfly line. In 2018, Jordan Brand launched the Superfly MVP-L, and sad to say this one had L all over it. It still had React foam and it was nowhere near as good as promised. For better or for worse, but probably for the better, this would be the last Superfly shoe to release. Blake Griffin would wear the shoe during the 2019 NBA All-Star Game, but that's about it, as he would move on to numbered Jordans, starting with the Air Jordan 34. Now, in the meantime, let me know what you think about Blake Griffin's sneaker career. Post your thoughts in the comment section, smash the thumbs up button, share this video to your friends, follow me on Instagram, and if you're new here, subscribe to my channel for updates. This is Fresh Pair, thanks for watching, peace and love to the fellow underdogs.